My name is Martin. I have been studying charisma and social skills for 3 years straight. When I was younger, I always had this one problem. You can imagine me as the outrageous, the clown kid in the entire class, the one that was not taking any orders from the teacher, the one that was not following the rules even. That was me. The friend that was not even your friend. The guy who was toxic, even though he just should have given you some positive reinforcement instead. That was me. The person who was always on the lookout for friends. Everyone thought about me as their friend. And that's why I say friend in quotations. Because if the time would be right for these people, they would immediately shove me out of the existence and show me the true shadow realm. But how does a life of a class clown really look like? When I myself was younger, I always had this one problem about mostly getting friends, because if you are younger and you are a class clown in the entire school, I was just saying all of these stupid jokes and all of these disrespectful things. And if you can imagine a class clown, he would just say all of the words that would get someone to laugh immediately. But if you just give it some time, give it some effort, and think about this in the long term, all of those friendships, all of those laughs were just cheap. Because in the end, I am not a friend with any of my classmates right now. Zero. None. But it's not because I was a class clown. It's because the values that we had were not the same. And in today's video, I just want to tell you my story, what I was going through, and my whole 3-year-old journey of learning charisma and social skills. It was approximately when I had 13 years of age, probably 14, and I had a crush on this one very beautiful girl with the blonde hair in my class. But if you imagine, if you are a class clown, you do not have a respect from a lot of people. A lot of people do not respect you. A lot of people don't think that you are worth pursuing, that you are not worth of their time. And when you constantly say your own opinion to the teacher, to the entire class, someone, and a lot of times, will gonna say to you, dude, don't say that. That is inappropriate, and they're gonna dethrone your behavior and your belief in a click of their fingers. And to be honest, I'm not even surprised why so many people these days have such an insane levels of social anxiety, because they are just being told that their beliefs are not right. They're just being told that, dude, get the hell out of here. Girl, get the fuck out of here. Your beliefs are not important. And I was saying it. I was saying every single day my opinion, every day. But eventually, if you say your opinion so many times, you will get disliked by a lot of people, by a lot. And for me, it was my entire class when I was younger. And do you remember that pretty girl I had a crush on? Well, maybe at the first 2 years of school, that was really popular. I had a lot of friends, teachers really liked me, but then suddenly it started going downhill. Around 5 years into my school journey, my best friend went into a different class, so I was not able to talk to him. My second best friend ritually stopped talking to me because I was such a big loser, and I had this girl with blonde hair that I was not able to speak to because I was too much of a pussy. And you might be thinking now that, oh, he is so popular, he must have learned charisma 3 years, now he's about to enter and he's about to get that girl with blonde hair, and he's about to get that friend back that said he was a complete loser, and he's gonna have a happy ending. One day I decided to went up to that girl, and I told her my true feelings and how I perceived her. And I basically said to her that I have a crush on you, and I would like for her to go out with me. After all I did, after all the trouble I went through, throughout getting liked by people, making them laugh in the class, having no social anxiety whatsoever, she said, okay, let's go. But what she told her friends after that was another different story. She went to her best friend and she told her, does this loser really think I'm gonna date him? How much would that hurt your feelings if someone were not to say that to you, but behind your back to their friends about you? And that truly shows how much of a reputation destruction I have created throughout these 3 years of me doing this shit. And I thought I was being charismatic and I was thinking that I'm the best communicator ever. The complete opposite was true. I had no reputation. My best friend thought I was still a fucking loser, and this girl just rejected me behind my back. And that's when it all snapped. That's when I realized the importance of communication skills and charisma. One day, when I realized how in a shitty situation I was in, I realized that this is not worth pursuing. And that's when I realized learning about social skills. I realized that it is not only about me, it is only about the other people. It is never about you. Social skills are never, ever, ever about you. Never think about yourself if you are trying to give value to other people. Never. Nobody cares about you. No one. People only care if you care about them. And that is a hard truth that I had to learn when I was learning social skills. Nobody cares about you. No one. Get over it, and nobody will give a fuck about you in 20 years. No one, because you are gonna be dead. Might be tough for some people to understand this, but I have to honestly say this: nobody's gonna care. Nobody. But after all of that happened, after my friend said that I was a complete loser, after that girl rejected me, and after me having no friends whatsoever, still having family problems, having no money to my name, and being completely out of reputation, that's when I decided to learn social skills. I am clearly focusing now on social skills. And when I started watching people, Charisma on Command, Vin Jiang, communication coach Alex Lyon, when I started learning from all of these people, that's when millions of doors opened. And you might now be like, he's gonna get that girl back now, he's gonna get that friend back. No, I did not get back any of them, because I was so lonely at that time that I needed to regain back the entirety of my life. I have done so much damage to my reputation that I had to rebuild myself altogether. My best friend didn't even know I was existing at that time because he was in a completely different class. And that's the time when I arrived at the lonely chapter of my life. That's the time when I went from a complete show-off class clown into someone who was completely energetic also, but also really annoying, to someone who was not caring about people whatsoever. I was walking on the street with a dead stare on my face, with no smile on my face, and with zero emotion whatsoever. I was not caring about people. I was just observing them and analyzing their behavior, analyzing everything about them, not giving a single fuck who I am, not giving a single fuck if my voice is good, not if my haircut is good on this video. The only thing I cared about was if that person is having that type of body language, if they have that tone of voice, and if they are using this specific language that I am also using. At that time, only thing that mattered for me was other people. I was observing them, I was analyzing them, and I was caring about their tone of voice, body language, about their actions, about their motivations. And that's when I realized one very important thing. Maybe if you combine the showmanship with the act of being kind, and you combine both of these things together, you might be able to unlock something that is majestic, something that is a true masterpiece to the humankind. And if you combine both of these things together, you will be able to get the true charisma. And that's when I truly started to develop my social skills, truly to start to develop my voice, my tonality, my emotional expressiveness. And I took that showmanship from this side a little bit towards that person who was only having that dead stare. And that's when the doors started to open. And not a lot of them at the beginning, of course. My best friend finally noticed me because he finally was like, whoa, this person is no longer a loser, because throughout the whole years he just realized that, oh, Martin is just a loser. He's not even working on himself. He's fat, he's ugly, and he's stupid. And he had no experience with me, but because my reputation was so bad, this is only what he knew. And after all of that, I decided to approach my best friend. Actually, the second one. The guy who hated me throughout the past 2 years. And I approached him with my new social skills, with the new version of me, with the new upgraded Martin. And it was hard for me to do that conversation, because every single conversation that is gonna be hard will eventually pay off, either to you or towards the other person that you are serving. And at that time, I tried to serve my second best friend. And I told him just, hey, would you like to come to the gym with me? He did not object. He did not say a single word. And he said, yeah, let's do it. because then he realized that I was a new version of myself. He realized that, oh, Martin truly changed. He was not that guy, that fat motherfucker. He was no longer that guy. He was no longer that guy with stupid poker face that was not caring about people whatsoever. But on the other hand, he was not this stupid showman that was just caring about making other people laugh and not truly caring about his reputation. And when I combined this introverted energy with 100% introversion with 100% extroversion, that's when I unlocked the true potential of charisma. The extroversion told me how to be emotive, how to express my emotion, how to become a better storyteller, and that's what helped me to elevate my communication to the next level. But also the introversion learned me how to become chill, how to not care about what other people think about me, and how to give value to people and care about them and not being so self-observant. And when I took both of these steps, I unlocked the gym partner. My second best friend said, let's become gym partners. And that's the time I finally understood the power of communication skills. But now, after we got my friend out of the way, my best friend, and my second best friend, what about the girl with the pretty hair? With the pretty blonde hair? Because I have combined both of these two methods together that I do not wish to be with her. I do not wish to be with a person who have done something so horrible to me. I am a honest man, and I'm gonna tell you, I tried a lot because I was desperate for her. I was a little bit desperate and I was putting her on a pedestal. But then when I stopped really caring about her, my eyes opened to other possibilities of girls. Usually at that time, I was still caring about that blonde girl, but she was not caring about me. And then I switched into a new gym. A new gym that was better, was much cooler, and I could have just get there with my second best friend. And even better, now when I'm recording this video, my best friend, the one that I have been talking to about, who only heard about my reputation, he is now going to the same gym as I am. And after I finish this video, he's waiting for me at the gym. After 1 year and 6 months after me going into that gym, guess how many friends I have made there? You can just guess how many friends I have made in that gym. Have I made 2 new friends? Oh, that would be cool for some people. Maybe 3 new friends, maybe even 5. Oh, and if you are really extreme, you may have made 10 new friends throughout the entire year and a half being in that gym. I, through the span of 1 year and 6 months, have made 30 plus friends. 30 plus. Just of me being in that gym. Just by me learning charisma and social skills. When I come to the gym, everyone starts shaking hands with me. Everyone is clearly looking at me because they want to get into conversation with me, because everyone knows that I care for people and I truly want to understand them on a much greater level. And I have to be honest, this story is not for me to spit on my own dick. This story is for you to understand that everything that you thought was not doable, what you thought was not possible, is possible with communication skills. Communication skills is the highest paid skill set in the entire world. The best communicators, the best keynote speakers, the best influencers all have unlocked the power of communication skills. Like I did. The charisma, the insane levels of confidence. All of that could be achieved. Everything. But still, what about that girl? What about that pretty blonde girl? Do you think one day she came and she messaged me on Instagram and said, oh, I see that you are really popular, can we go out? Unfortunately, that never happened. But because I learned social skills and charisma, I was able to understand that some people are not for me. Some people do not give a fuck about who I am. Some people don't want to be the part of my life. And that's completely okay. And one day I was on the treadmill with my friend at the gym. And there was a really beautiful girl that came onto the treadmill. And I just asked her, how are you doing today? What is your name? She is now my girlfriend. And we are 1 year together without having zero, almost none, maximum of 2 arguments throughout our 1-year-old relationship? How does a story of you having a 12-year-old relationship with your best friend, how does a story of you having 30 friends in your local gym or at your own workspace sound? How does a story of you having a 12-year-old friendship with your best friend and having a 1-year-old relationship with your girlfriend sound? And also with 0 arguments. And also the fourth thing, not giving fuck what other people think about you and not wearing this stupid mask to please other people. And yes, I have to be completely honest, I have a product to sell, but hang on. This product is only for the people who want to shortcut their way through charisma and social skills. And that's fine. Not everyone has the money to buy my product. And I get it, and not everyone wants to buy it. But I can assure you that it is a shortcut to the way that I got my skill. I have been learning this skill for 3 years probably, but some people can get there through 6 or maybe even 3 months if I truly help them with my full potential. But if you don't really want to buy my product, that's completely okay. I still am gonna provide free YouTube videos to you all about charisma and communication, because that's what really fulfills me. That's what I truly love in the core of my heart. That's what I truly love when talking about charisma and social skills. And listen, if you want to see that product, you can click the first link in the description. But if you don't, I'm not forcing you. I would just like to tell you the story of me and how charisma and social skills impacted my entire life. If you want to have a better communication skills life and achieve everything I achieved through learning charisma and social skills, just subscribe to this channel. I am teaching people almost daily about charisma and communication skills. And if you want to improve this skill with me also, then please subscribe to this channel and we can improve ourselves throughout communication skills also. And if you want to know how to improve your confidence by 5 most important tricks, you should click this video right here. Live a happy life.